Right click pivot table options. I can, this is only options. This is pivot table options. Value field settings. In value field settings, I wanted to show this one as number format into millions. Number format is millions. So I don't have the format. So what I can do is I can convert this in. So suppose I have the value of this one. I can convert this value by like 1 2 3 4 5 like, where I'll get 7.25. If I give one more zero, millions, 0.72 million, I can convert like this. So I can convert like this and I can draw a graph. So for now this graph is fine. So if you wanted to convert, I have to go here in orders and I have to divide each sales by 10 lakh. So it will come as million. Okay. So now this visual will also get interacted. Central region, the discount is showing as 558. West region, this discount, this is the discount. Okay. So what's next? So for this, I wanted to see what is the central contribution in 2011. What is the contribution of sales by central region in 2011 for the overall total? What I can do is show value field settings. Go to show value as percentage of grand total. So basically select here. So for 100%, what is the total contribution in central region sales in 2011? 4.252%. Out of 100%, this all if you calculate, you will get it as 100%. So what is the overall central contribution? 21.82, 29, 17. In this 17, how the split is this one. So out of 100%, I wanted to see what is this total contribution. Out of this, each central region 100% contribution, I wanted to see the what is the contribution. I'll go to value field settings, show value as, I selected percentage of grand total, right? I'll select the percentage of row total, each row. Okay, row means it will select the row as 100% and it will give percentage. Okay, out of 100%, this is giving us 20.72% in year 2011, and 2013 is giving 29%. It's a major one. If you go to West region, 34% in 2014, which is a major profit we got it. Okay, so this is the other thing. You can see the percentage of contributions. So team, try to build some of the dashboard. So if you, I'll give you one assignment here. I'll just show this assignment here. Okay. So below the data, delete the below data which has text received. Here you have the text as received. Can you see here? Text as received here. Here received text, received. Okay, you have so many received here. Here also you have received. So what you have to do is you have to delete the text in this column. This is only for the sample. This is for the sample. After deleting the text, you have to see this one. So these are the pending. These are the pending SL numbers. These are the pending SL numbers. What you have to do means these are not received. These are not received. The payment is not received for this invoices. So for this, what you have to do is in each column you have to delete the text as is. Suppose I'll just do this one sample. Or received. So I have the received, right? I have to delete everything. Just replace all. So just I find the value and I'm replacing with blank. So similarly, you have to follow for all the same. Select everything, Control F, and go to replace all. So now I have replaced all the received as text. Now I wanted to sort one by one. I will select one by one value only, one by one column only, and sort it. So this is your first task. So finally, your answer should be like this. Finally, your answer should become like this. This is only example. Okay. Finally, your answer should come like this. Next. Second question. We have gone through logical functions, right? So using if condition, write a formula. If date is blank. So I have given an illustration, means example. If the date is blank, I have to get the system number. So if the date is available, in this column, then I have to write as date in. Okay, this is only for example. So you have to write a formula here. If the date is available. So let me write a formula. If this column, okay, how do I check whether date is available or not in this column? So is blank of this number. Okay, come on, this is blank. If this is blank, then I have to get system number. Else I have to write as date in. So because date is there, it is giving us date in. So team, did you understand this logical formula? I have written, I have just checked whether this is blank or not. What is the is blank function? What does the is blank function do? If that is blank, it will tell us true. If it is true, it will refer to this one only, system number. If this is not true, it will go to false value, which is date in. So try to do this one from your side. Okay, next one. This is if error formula. You can ignore now. Concatenate. How do I concatenate these two names equal to this one? And I'll give some space in between and I'll join one more text. So this is concatenate. Try to do it, concatenate. Next, I have the data here. I have to write the countifs formula. Okay, so how many brake shoes have been bought in this? How many brake shoes are there? One brake shoe, two brake shoes. Two brake shoes is bought. So I have to write a formula like this, equal to countifs of criteria range. Range means a group of cells. Range means a group of cells. This is criteria range, comma. In this criteria range, what is the criteria? What is the criteria I need? Brakes. BRAKES, brakes. So how many I have? Two. Similarly, you have to tie. You have to do for tires and all. Okay. Now, so there is a spaces in the text. I have to remove the spaces from the text. So I'll use the trim formula and I'll remove the spaces. So you got it right. We have to remove the spaces like this using the trim formula. Then there is a sumifs formula. This is the data. From the data you have to write the sumifs formula. So try to practice this one. If it is not possible, then I'll help you in this. Next one is pivot table. So use the pivot table and get the amount for each name. Use the pivot table and get this is the amount and this is the name I have. So how do I insert a pivot table? Just insert pivot table, existing worksheet, click here, press OK. What are the two fields we have? Name and amount. First one, name into rows, amount into values. Okay, for each name I have the amount. So you have to draw this pivot table. Try to develop a chart also. And group and subtotal. What is group and subtotal? I'll tell you. So this is a sales group. We have a VKD group, UVP group. So let me go here and select the cost. So now I have the data here. Now I have the data here. What is sales group data? And the SO number, service order number, LN number, quantity, vendor number, and net value, what is the cost, sold, for which ID we have sold, shipped to ID, for which ID we have shipped, and what is the delivery priority. Okay, we have these values. For these values, we have to do a group and subtotal. See, group and subtotal means we have to add all the TV. Here TVA is there, here TVA is there. Again, here somewhere VK. So if you see here, first we have to arrange this order. Here UVP is there, and here also UVP is there. So I wanted to get all UVP, and I wanted to see what is the total. Okay, first I have to group this one. Then I have to do the subtotal. Subtotal means I'll show you. So first, if you wanted to group by which one? By group by sales. First I wanted to sort this one. If you wanted to group this one, you have to sort always, or A to Z or Z to A minor. Now I selected as A to Z. All the values are in A to Z manner. Now I wanted to make this group. I'll just go to data. I'll click on subtotal, group or subtotal. First I have to click on subtotal. Subtotal means automatically it will take groups. So in subtotal, I'll get a value like this. One is by sales group you wanted to do, and what you want to do, you have to do the sum for ship to ID. So sum for what is the total cost, what is the net value, what is the total cost, what is the net value, and what is the quantity, what is the total quantity. So but they have asked for sold to ID, ship to ID, and delivery priority. So what I'll do, I'll select just sold to ID, ship to ID, and delivery priority. So instead of sum, I have to make it as count. So how many orders we have delivered to this one? I'll just select OK. So first we have to select the sales group. It is a group by function, just as group by function. So select the sales group, and what is the total count I wanted to see for this one in the particular sales group. So I selected OK. So if you see here, first let me make you understand with the help of count. If you see here, I have AKB one line only. I have AKB. Here sales group is AKB. I have one line only. So it is giving us one line count. So one count. So how many CS4s are there? We have two CS4s. So it is giving two lines are there, CS4s. So JKG. So if you go for PKS, how many lines are there? So total PKS count is 3. If you go for PVM, total PVM count is, so it will add up all this one. So what I'll do is one other thing. First, let me tell you the subtotals, which is already inserted. First, let me go to subtotals. I'll remove all the subtotals. Okay. I have already sorted the data. I'll select this one. Only for the cost and net value, I'll do the subtotal. Cost and net value. Sales group, I'll make it as sum. I'll remove this one. Cost. This is cost and this is net value. Okay. So if you see here, the cost, everything will be added up. So first, let me click on 2 and show you I'll just highlight the total values. So can you see here the total? What is the subtotal for CS4? CS4, I have 44 and 0 added 44. 10 and 4.5, which is added and shown as 15.3. 15.3 for CS4 total. If I come here, PKS total. So PKS total is 2.9, 11, 17.59. 2.9, 11 and 17.59. So 7.2, 8.08, everything is added and it is showing as total. So PVM first line, second line, third line and fourth line, all the 4 lines got added and it is showing as a subtotal here. Okay. SHI. SHI we have only one, it is shown one. So UVP we have 3 lines, 3 lines we have added, it got added and it is showing it here. So VKD 2 lines added and shown. This is overall total. This is overall total. Means all the total of this one. So we are getting the subtotals, we are getting the grand totals. So if you select on the one, if you select on the right side one, you'll see only the grand total. What is the total cost value? What is the net value? If you click on 2, you can see AKB subtotals. If you click on 3, you can see all the detailed views. So this is subtotal and group. Grouping means is this one. This automatically in subtotal it will group. So team, any doubt on this one, subtotal? So shall I repeat one more time?
Yeah, yes, one more time, sir.
Okay. So I'll take a new box. I'll just take a new sheet for your understanding. So region west, south, south. So now I have the region wise values. Let me select the sales which is 100. Now I have the profit. So now I have the profit, I have the sales. So here West region, what is the West region total sales? So 100, 101 and somewhere here 108 and so this is a total 108, 100, 101 and 108. So I wanted to show in a data like this in a sorted manner. So what I'll do is like so what I'll do is like first I'll sort this value. If I sort this value, I'll get everything into a order. So only central regions will appear first, then east region will appear. Any sorting you can do, not only A to Z, you can do Z to A sorting also. So first you have to sort the value, then we have to add this one. What is the total of West region? So I'll add a separate line. I'll do separate line like this normally. Yes, right? So I'll write as West total. WEST TOTAL. So this is a total. So just highlight this one. So similarly, I have to write for South total. What is the South total? I'll just copy this one. I'll just paste it here. This is South total, right? SOUTH, South, and it is referring to here. So this is how it will make the subtotal. Okay, but instead of doing this one manually, what we can do is like, so now we wanted to do the subtotal, right? I'll just select this one. I'll go to data and I'll click on subtotal. So subtotal by which region, which function I have to do? I have to do is subtotal for region. Each region I have to do the subtotal. So I am selecting each change in the region. So which function I have to apply? I have to apply the sum function for profit and sales. So it will automatically write this one. West and the total is this one. South and the total is this one. East and the total is this one. Central, the total is this one. Okay, so this is grand total. This is grand total. So now if automatically if I click on subtotal, see here. So let me highlight all the subtotals first. Let me highlight all the subtotals first. So I'll just select this one and make it as this one. So I have highlighted the subtotals. So if I click on 3, I can see entire details of the view. If I click on 2, I can see only the subtotals. If I click on 1, I can see only grand total. If I click on 2, I can see subtotals. If I click on 3, I can see all the subtotals. So I can remove this one also, this subtotals also. This subtotals can be there, but I can remove the group also. So this ungroup, so these groups are there, right? I'll just go to data. I'll click on ungroup, ungroup rows, ungroup rows. So all the grouping is gone now. Now I have only the data and the subtotal. I have the data and the subtotal. So I can make the group also manually. First, I can select like this one. I can do group this one. I can go to data. I can click on group. I can click on group. Group. So only if you see here, the West total is grouped. Whenever I want, I can expand this one. I can see. So now my West total profit is 309. So how do I get the total West profit? How many are there items? If I wanted to see, I'll click on this one. So similarly, South, I can click on group, click on group. Okay, so similar, I'll just remove the ungroup for only for one row. West total, South total, and East total and Central. Similarly, I can make the groups. 2 means expand, 1 means it will minimize. So team, so did you get this one? Group and subtotal. Subtotal means we are adding the total for each region. For each region, we are adding the total and we are keeping in a separate line. So grand total means adding all the subtotals. So I hope you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
So the same thing I've done it here also. So what I'll do is now I'll remove all the groups. So what I'll do is I'll remove all the groups here. So how do I remove? I'll just go to subtotal, remove all. I just removed all. You try to practice by your own. Try to practice by your own. First, I'll keep it in other sorting manner. Sort from largest to smallest. Okay. Try to sort this one and do it by yourself. Group one. And this is graphs and charts. So they're asking to insert a column graph for transport scores below. This is transport and this is score. Just select this one and go to insert and click on column chart. Okay, column chart. Click on insert column chart. The first chart. Reduce the size and keep it here. So add data labels. If you add data labels, this axis is not required. Okay. So similarly, try to draw pie chart here, a line chart here, and scatter chart here. So for pie chart, you have to use Bell South. For this one, you have to use metro on scores. You have to use for this one wireless scores. Wireless scores. So team, I've done one thing. You have to do rest of the things. I'll just delete this one also. This graph also. Try to do it by your own. I'm sharing this assignment. So next one is names. So how do you split first names and last name? First, I have to copy this one. With the help of formula, I have to do, or I can do other approach also. Just copy paste here. Go to data, text to columns. Click on next. So I have to delimit by space, right? So I selected delimited and click on space. So it will be split into 2 columns. Click on next and finish. Okay. So the first name and last name is split here. So you're clear, right? So we have other way also, other approach also with the help of formula, left and right formula, which I've already told you in the first and second class. So I have removed this one. Try to do it from your side. HLOOKUP function. So for each cost center, cost centers are here. So cost centers are here and the total is here. And the total is here. So you have to do a HLOOKUP and you get the, for each cost center, what is the total grand total. Okay. Next, do the sum, add by each cost center and do the sum value equal to sum of. And this is a VLOOKUP value. VLOOKUP value, you have to find the ship date. For each KGP ID, you have to find the ship date. Based on this PO ID, you have to get the ship date. So try to do this one, this assignment. I'll give you one more assignment on tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, team. So any doubts in today's section, team? I'll upload both the classes. So team, any doubt in today's session?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you, team. So we'll log off for the day. I'll give the assignment. Try to work on that assignment.
Okay, sir.